SuperSeizer, DjEphixa, and welcome back to Romance Detective 2. Alright, so we're back. Sorry, last time I really wanted to go hang out with just the two of them instead of progressing the game, but I accidentally did stuff. Don't worry, we'll do it this time. Alright, so we're back with my girls. Alright, so we're here, Mama's house, alright? Hello, Mother. This is my partner, Romance Cop. She's also known as Chris, with a Y. It's nice to meet you, miss. Please, call me Burnett. You mean brunette or burn? I've never met someone named Burnett. As for the reason you called me here, it has something to do with the current state of the moon, correct? How did you know? I don't remember mentioning any details over the phone. Have you not seen the moon itself? Haven't you girls been watching the news? See yours for yourselves. Which concludes our segment on haunted houses. Thank you, Mullen Gardner. Now to what I'm being told is real news. Our top story. Scientists are baffled by what appears to be a giant rose garden that's been spreading all over the moon. Space Exploration Team, all known affectionately as the Defenders of Earth, have announced plans to launch a shuttle to the moon in hopes to study these flowers and search for alien life. Something tells me that you're not really gonna say for alien life. You're gonna just see a rocket. While it is highly unlikely that aliens truly exist, we wish them the best of luck in their endeavors. Hopefully their impromptu space mission can provide us with little information regarding where these roses came from and how they can possibly thrive in such an extreme environment. I don't know how they thrive in an extreme environment, but I know where they came from. In other news, crime rates have been on the rise worldwide, which has led some to believe the end of times is upon us. More at 11. So our theory was correct. But how could this be? No matter how I look at it, this seems really impossible. The scientific community agrees with you there, but some things happen whether or not we can understand them. Though, having worked at the very thing that makes those flowers able to do such extraordinary things, I could tell you a few basic principles at how they might look. Work or look? I don't know. Huh? You worked on... Wait, you're not a mad scientist, are you? Ha 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 ha. Don't make me laugh. I've never been called that before. It does have a nice ring to it. Mother, please. Romance Cop is prone to believing these sorts of jokes. I do not wish for her to think of you as some kind of villain. What do you mean by prone to believing? What? Sanity! I like to think myself as a rational, skeptical person. Geez, that's just another... I distinctly remember you asking me quite recently if I've been truly born with a rose in my mouth. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why she's like, were you actually born with a rose in your mouth? Oh, that's your fault for always looking so serious whenever you tell me anything. Oh, you two are so cute together. I know I've said it before, but I'm proud for you to finally finding a partner, Rose. Ow! Mother, you're embarrassing me. All right, we should get down to business. Let's get down to business. So you say you helped develop whatever makes those roses able to influence people's hearts? That's correct, and not because I'm a mad scientist. We were always intentioned? What? But intentions count for nothing when the result is, well, this mess. Who do you mean by when you say we? Here, I'll start from the beginning. It's quite a long story, but I'll do my best to summarize. During my college years, I had this friend. Her name was Rosemary. Is everyone named after a flower? Well, no, rosemary is like a spice. We were young and full of passion, naively thinking we could change the world on our own through science. Our mission was broad and simple: to improve humanity. See, Rosemary's family was quite wealthy and had agreed to fund whatever research she had interested in doing. When she asked me to work alongside her, I readily accepted. Our laboratory was prepared right here in Love Bloom, and we went straight to work trying to develop a pharmacological agent that would more or less fill people's hearts with love. Oh, it's all them. There's been years on this idea, the idea that if we could just create something that made people feel only caring and acceptance, we could eradicate violence. You see, I think you're a little bit flawed. If we could just get this to work, we thought there would be no more room for hatred, war, terrorism, because all we would feel is love. Again, very. But the more we tested these medicines, we were developing the uneasier I felt. Was this really the right way to achieve world peace? No. Would we not become slaves to this drug? Nations of brainwashed citizens getting along through no will of our own? Exactly, like Sims. Can that truly be called peace? No. If I only had the courage to leave sooner, but we've come so far. And well, Rosemary did not share my doubts. What mattered to her was the end result. Oof. How could I argue against something that would guarantee to end senseless killings all over the world and once and for all? She could not understand my concern. And so I complacently continued with the research. Over the years, Rosemary gathered more lab assistants, but progress was still at standstill. Until one day, out of nowhere, she presented something suitable for human testing. Rosemary announced to everyone that she and I would be the first test subjects. She had not consulted me about this decision, and yet I felt like I couldn't refuse. Weird. It was the two of us who had started this. We dedicated years of our life to this research, all leading up to that moment. So this too I went along with. I'm curious, and it felt wrong. All wrong. It wasn't feeling I wanted to give people. It wasn't like I had hoped for. And at the point I could no longer avoid the truth. We had been developing. It was unethical. I don't know. There's roses. Her eyes are like roses. But Rosemary still believed in the project. She tried to convince me that if we just kept working on it, we could get it right. But how could manipulating people's hearts ever be right? What? I couldn't be reasoned with her. Shortly after the experiment, I left, and a few other assistants followed. Rosemary must have hated me for causing the split, but we haven't kept in touch since. Why do I feel like Rosemary's the cause of this all? Years later, I was told that the project was abandoned. Rosemary had finally moved on from that dream. I was also told that she had a child, and because of that experience... What? I want to hear it! Romance detective! Mother, forgive me, but could you leave this part out for now? Why not? I want to know! You still haven't told her about... About what? Told me what? You better freaking tell me. I'm about to go rampage. I'll explain it later. No, don't explain it later. I want to explain it now. Are you sure? You drive the poor girl crazy with suspense. Romance cop, is it alright if I promise you to go over this? No! Say now! Burnett is right. I can't take suspense, detective. What is it? I want to know. Why? Why won't you tell me? I'm sorry, Chris, but it's really better to let Rose tell you when she's ready. But I'm so curious. Yo, Romance cop. I'm curious too. I shouldn't have brought it up. I'll keep my story relevant to the case. So it seems like someone has picked up where our research left off, and they've been using roses to carry their own vision of what they made back then. You mentioned the lab was here in Love Bloom. That might be a place worth investigating, don't you think, detective? Possibly. I doubt the building is still in use. If they haven't changed the locks, that should get you inside. You received an abandoned lab key. Thank you. We'll let you know if we find any clues. But the sun is already going down. I guess we should play it safe and wait for tomorrow, huh? No! Speaking of which, I would hate for you to fall under the Rose's influence on your way home, Mother. Yes, I should be going. I'll try to get into contact with you tomorrow if I learn anything else about the case. Okay, it might be a little hard to reach, though. Just use the radio. at the police station. Understood. Farewell. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? A romance detective and a mad scientist. What an exciting little family. I suppose we are. You've been kind of quiet. Was this your first time hearing that story? I've been told bits and pieces before, but never in detail. I see. Maybe I should head home too? Unless you want to talk to me about something now that we're alone? Do it! Please stay. It isn't fair of me to hide any of this any longer. Yes! Do it! Okay, what is it? You may come to hate me for this. Are you sure you're ready? She's the one that... I don't know. I'm ready. Legit. So ready. Very well. Yo! Her glasses! This is my secret. Detective, your eyes. Is she? I don't know. I'm confused. Yes, now you know the answer why I've always kept them hidden. I don't understand. I don't either. I knew the day would come that I would finally have to explain myself to you, but as time went on, it became more and more difficult to bring it up. So allow me to get everything out at once. I was born with these accursed eyes. They first started causing me trouble when I began attending school. My classmates were unsettled by the strange color. That's an awesome color for eyes! Before long, I was what? I don't know that word. The other children would flee at my approach, thinking of me as possessed. There's other notions of being possessed. Clearly not those eyes. But I mean, I do like the sunglasses on. It's really nice. Anyway, as someone who would bring them misfortune or harm. After much of enduring rumors and taunts, my mother provided a solution at my quest. I was transferred to a new school where no one knew of me. The faculty was told of my circumstance and I was allowed to wear sunglasses at all times. Yo! Sunglasses at all times! As it turns out, concealing my eyes did not make much of a difference in how I was treated. But the eyes hold a lot of emotive power, and they are the window to a person's soul, so it said. In shielding them from others, it appeared to be aloof. Oh, yeah. So, like, you know, people with sunglasses like, Johnny, I got the hangover. It's very intimidating. And also, like, you know, eyes, they, like, you can't really see what I'm feeling. Like, eyes are very emotive and stuff like that, you know, when you're, like, happy. Oh, I guess the smile, but, you know, your eyes are like, I'm happy. Hey, what's up? But, like, with sunglasses or something covering up your eyes, you can't really exactly tell those emotions. Socializing was far too much trouble. Most of my school years were spent quietly studying and watching crime dramas on TV. I felt lonely at times, but this way it was at least of my own volition. The first person I could call my friend was the chief. Whoa, really? We met when I was a sophomore. She was 2 grades ahead of me, so in a way, I looked up to her. Yo! She told me that my sunglasses made me look cool, that I should embrace it. Yeah, dude, embrace those sunglasses! The persona I carried, even now, was only an attempt to live up to her expectations of me. Oh! I continued to keep my eyes and secrets, perhaps out of fear. I did not wish to face the same kind of judgment I had experienced as a child. Oh my... Brahma's Cup, you're the first person in a very long time to see me like this. I know I must have made things difficult for you with how I have long avoided intimacy due to my own insecurities. And of course, since the incident in the roses, you seemed all the more impossible to explain. What if you had thought I'd been in a trance all along? I was afraid that you would not be able to accept this part of me, that you might leave me. Oh no! Detective, I'm sorry I kept this all from you. Is it okay if I tell you what I think? I think your eyes are beautiful. I think so too. Like, look at her pink eyes. It's not as pink, but look at her pink eyes. Look at that. And that looks wonderful. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, melting heart. No one has ever said such a thing to me before. Oh my god, Are you not angry with me? What? Why would I be angry? Look at her pink eyes, Christ's sake. I'm always lying to you about this, about being a detective. All the things I've made up to impress you. Bruh. You weren't doing any of that to be mean, though. But, you don't need to try to impress me at all the time. I already love you, detective. Ah! So good. I love you too. See, I saw that emotion in her eyes. Look at her. Ah! Well, I'm glad that's settled. Yes, but it's gotten so late. What should we do? Oh, you're right. Should I hurry up and get home? How would you feel about that, staying here for the night? Yes! Really? I mean, if it's alright with you, I'd love to. Then it's settled. We'll head to the lab first thing tomorrow morning. Look how pink her room is. Like, Jesus Christ, I just realized that. Good plan. Could we make dinner together? I'm getting kind of hungry. I'll allow you to stay the night, and your first thought is food. That's very like you, Romance Cop. That's very like me. I would eat food. Is that bad? I think cooking a meal together is totally romantic. That's just me. Yes, of course. I'd like that very much. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, that was so touching. Oh my God, my heart. Goodness me. Oh, look at them go. Ready to go? Yes, let us depart. Hey, you're still wearing your sunglasses? Yes. Of course, taking away even one piece of this outfit ruins the entire... Oh, ruins it. Yes, very true. Well, I think you still look cute without them. I must uphold my look, Romance Cop. Fair enough. You don't want to have to explain anything to anyone, do you, detective? Well, I guess it's a little soon for me to expect that anyway. Yes. 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 Oh, the key broke. I thought it only happened in video games. Did the door unlock? Yeah, it's open now, but we can't return the key in this condition. Brunette's gonna think I'm irresponsible. It served its purpose. Mother will understand. Yeah! I still feel bad, though. It was like her keepsake, you know? Letting go of the past is the only way to move forward, Romance Cop. Let's go inside. Looks like this place has been empty a long time. Honestly, I think I was kind of worried we wouldn't be able to get in. With or without that old key, I guess we lucked out. Of course, we are fated to solve this case. Therefore, the odds will always be in our favor. Not sure how that makes any logical sense, but if you say so, it must be true. The detective's back to her old self again, even though she knows she doesn't have to put up an act for me. I guess this is what makes her most comfortable. But is that really okay? I want her to be able to accept herself and not being able to hide, have to hide behind a pair of shades to be able to face everyone. Not that I can expect her to suddenly be fine with that either. She's been through so much. Romance Cop, you look troubled. Oh, sorry, I just spaced out for a second. Don't worry about me. Alright, there seems to be a lot to sift through here. Let's begin. Oh, look at that hanging cat poster! You can do it! Just hang on! Oh no, the poor cat is being used to help motivate the bad guys. While I do not think of them as villains per se, it is indeed unfortunate that the small anarchists serve to encourage those misguided scientists. Rather than a pity to... God, I can't read today. Rather than pity its existence here, we should respect its powers. Kittens cannot help but inspire hope in us, all for better or worse. I kind of want to take it home. Romance Cop, you mustn't let it coax you into petty larceny. Yeah, don't steal it. Does it even belong to anyone at this point, though? It just got abandoned here. Makes me want to give it a new home, you know? I underestimate you, cat, perhaps. Your true ability brings out the evil in human souls, no matter how small. Okay, I won't steal the poster. Jesus. Not a freaking... Okay. A photo. Oh, look, a dusty old folder. Photo. Is this your mom when she was young? Ah, yes, and I assume it must be Rosemary beside her. It's a shame that they had a disagreement. They look so happy in this photo. So after they went on their separate ways, they each had a kid, huh? Yes, that's right. My mother ended up marrying one of the scientists that she had worked with in this lab, and sometime later, I was born. They divorced when I was very young. My father works abroad. So I had not seen him often. He studies medicine, but this has nothing to do with the case. Getting back to my mother's story, I cut her off before she could explain about her former colleague's child. We can assume that the person had a condition similar to my own, and I was afraid that I would make the connection. Oh! They were the first testers, so they tasted it, and it probably passed down to another generation. I got it! So it delayed that bit of information in order to reveal it to you myself. I still think you worry too much, but I don't blame you. Do you still think the person might be involved in this case? Rosemary surely continued using herself as a test subject, or at the very least, she had much more exposure to the substance. If one experience caused me to turn out this way, I fear the effects on the other child must have been more intense. Detective, you say that like you turned out was bad. I wonder sometimes which part of me is due to circumstances surrounding my birth, which is part of my true self. Well, no, it's just your eyes. Like, what's wrong with your eyes? They're fine. Well, that's easy. All of you is you. You're a very practical romance cop. In times of uncertainty, I'll be sure to remember your words. You held on to this old photo. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's a cabinet and there's a science thing. Alright, cabinet. No, good, it's locked. Burnett didn't tell us anything about a passcode. Hey, Sage said he was a locksmith, right? Do you think he would break into the source? Yes! They may not be necessary. Try 7673. What? Freaking... It's just in our eyes. It's in our eyes. Oh, it opened. How'd you know? Mother had used that number for everything as far as I can back and remember. Perhaps this lock was the origin of that trend. Let's see. What's inside? And it's nothing. Why did I do that for no reason? Except at the bottom here. Dead leaves. And these used to be flower petals? They're all dried up. Roses. To find it here, it must mean... They were using roses when they were experienced way back when. This really was the start of everything. But the project has been long abandoned. Who could have picked it up again? Rosemary was the leader, right? It's gotta be either her or one of her lackeys. So the true culprit still eludes us. But don't lose faith in our abilities, Romance Cop. We will solve this case. Of course, I never doubted that for a second, Detective. Alright, let's get this thing. This lab equipment's all dusty. No one's touched it for years. That is likely the case. It's hard to tell how long it's been since this lab has been in use. Ooh, hey, some of the dust on this one got wiped off. It looks like someone picked it up. Did they leave fingerprints? No, it's clean. Seems like they were wearing gloves. Oh! We almost had them. Having fingerprints isn't as much of a case closer you see on TV. It's not like Love Bloom has analysis sitting ready with a database to, Detective, are you okay? You look so sad all of a sudden. Oh, don't tell me such things, romance cop. You're taking the romance out of police work. It's not romantic to begin with, but sorry. Whoa! 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 You see that figure? We've investigated the heck out of the place. I don't think we'll find anything else useful. So should we get going? Our case remains unsolved, and we have no clear direction to turn next. We've reached a dead end for now. The shadow! Burnett said that she'd contact us if he found anything. Maybe it's best to just wait for more info. We're treading water. I don't like it either, but there's not much else for us to do right now. Let's just stay alert and continue about the day. Hey, the Spring Festival just started, didn't it? If everyone's going to be there, we should keep an eye on things, you know? What about the shadow? That's right! They could use the gathering plan to plan a large-scale offensive. I wouldn't worry too much. I mean, we got the sun on our side for now. Taking the time to relax is part of the job too, Detective. Perhaps I am a bit worked up. Let us go to enjoy the festival while staying vigilant, of course. Of course! Someone's at the door! Yeah, hello? Hello? Oh, someone's there. Excuse me, hello. Do you have a moment to answer some questions? She's gone! Oh my god, they're like talking. I'm like, hey, there's someone at the door. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, they fled. Well, that was suspicious. Maybe they were just shy? It could be our lead. Let's go. Let's do it! Go! What, Detective, where did she get all this energy so early in the morning? Yo, freaking, I wake up and I freaking drink pounds of coffee. They've disappeared? Huh? We lost them already? That was kind of excited to have another chasing with you. We may be dealing with a phantom culprit. Don't let your guard down. There's no such thing as ghosts, Detective, and even though that person might have known something, we shouldn't assume they're the culprit. No such thing? I have a tale to recount when it comes to supernatural experiences. Would you like to hear one? Okay. Not in a spooky abandoned place like this. Jeez, now I'm all tense. Come on, let's just get out of here. The police station or the Spring Festival? We'll go to the Spring Festival. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave the episode of Romance Detective 2 right here. I don't know who the culprit is. It's weird. It's weird, but I'm super enjoying it. It's so fun. I like these types of visual novels, especially like these types of this particular one, because Romance Detective 1 I really enjoyed. I really liked it. And stuff like that. So, I don't know when it's gonna end though. It's weird. I kind of see an end in sight, but I kind of don't see an end in sight. So I'm really enjoying it. I hope you are too. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, blast the like button with that. You can subscribe for some more boss content. And I will see you guys in the next video.